human consumption, and I have managed to do a bit of a Blue Peter job. Got about 4 minutes left on the biscuits, and what I've done, I've actually used the same recipe as what we use for the dogs, obviously minus the cheese, and I've added obviously sugar, a little bit of some mixed spice. Well, actually, it was mixed spice into the mixture, and it's come out really nice. They smell like Easter biscuits minus the currants. And I did say yesterday that I was going to give it a go because I'm actually out of proper butter, and I don't really like the taste of margarine. Unfortunately, still have to use a little bit. So I'm hoping that these are going to come out just as nice as the dog biscuits did. There's only about 3 minutes left on this, and I've got another set in the fridge which I'm just going to pop and get, so you can see what I've done with these, just slightly different to the dog ones. Here we go, Blue Peter. All I've done here is what you do when you've made your biscuit, like you would do any normal biscuit. Get a fork and just pop a couple of holes in them. I'm not going to tip them too much because sugar will go everywhere. And then a little sprinkle of sugar, and pop them in the fridge for about 10 minutes. So these are still going. 2 minutes left, not bad. There is a couple of problems with using the air fryer for baking, especially if you're going to bake biscuits. Because I've used baking parchment or greaseproof, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't tend to circulate as well as it normally would do with obviously using the racks as it goes through it. So about halfway through, I have actually swapped the racks around to give them a good even sort of bake, but also that's mainly down to the parchment paper. Obviously it's blocking the air going through the actual air fryer itself. Little bit of an issue, obviously, if you like baking like I do and you like baking biscuits because they're easy and cheap and they taste better than out the packet. You just got to bear in mind you are going to have to swap the trays. I also realised yesterday I did actually overload it slightly, so I did take a couple of trays out and swap them all about, basically because they weren't baking. So hi everyone that's joined, thank you, coming back. We are baking biscuits. We've only got about a minute left before I actually pull them out the air fryer. Basically, little simple oat biscuits, just something to nibble on when you've got your cup of tea. I'm about to pull these out. I'm just going to go get the other tray for this. Bear with me 1 minute. Got these here. I've actually cooked these on a lower temperature, but I have cooked them for the 15 minutes it would normally take in an oven. I didn't want them burning, so obviously I've turned the temperature down. There we go, guys. Oh, better get a tea towel. There we are. So I'm actually going to see whether or not this works, using the same recipe as I did for the dogs yesterday, but obviously with a few little tweaks. Oh, they don't look that bad. See, yeah, they're still a little bit soft, actually. These are the ones I swapped round, but I've got to say they are slightly thicker. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, I reckon another 5 minutes, personally. So if you see there, they are still a little bit on the soft side. And again, we've got this sort of little wavy shape going on. Partly because obviously the air circulating in the air fryer. Well, that's a bit of a shame. I was hoping to show you some cooked ones. So because obviously when I make biscuits, I didn't do them all evenly. They're a little bit, some are a bit thicker than the last. So, hi, thank you for joining my channel. Yeah, they need a little bit longer. So I'm going to pop them back in. I'm still going to cook them on 175 because I really do think 180 in an air fryer is really a bit too hot. So, oh, no worries. And I'm going to pop those literally back on, say, let's say about 3 minutes. I hate it when the air fryer does this. It decides it's cooling down and it plays temperature and it's really not fun. So we just switch it up and start again. Right. Anyway, back on bake. I'm going to put these. I am actually, do you know what? I'm going to tell a lie. I'm actually going to turn these up to 180 because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong and it won't burn the biscuits. But I've been so worried it was going to burn them. So I'm going to give them an extra 3 minutes on 180. So I can still talk. I can still say hi to everyone. As I said, baking with the air fryer, very different to baking. Yeah, no, I did actually think it might burn. That's why I did have it on 175, but they do appear not to be cooking. They're still soft. Biscuits should have a little bit more of a crunch to it, and then when I take them out, they should have a snap. So, little bit under. No worries. Yeah, so basically, and that's down to the parchment paper. Oh, I hope they're going to be yum. The dogs think they're actually sat by me in a moment thinking that they're for them when they're not. Theirs are in the fridge. But yeah, with the parchment paper, as I said, it stops the air from actually flowing through your air fryer. So again, I do think I should have started on 180. Yeah, I'm hoping to. It's not how to make them, it's the air fryer. It's just the airflow in it affects the biscuits that you're baking. You can try doing it without the rack, but I've had the worry that they're going to sink through the rack. So I would, but I have actually locked them out in my kitchen because my kitchen, it has been vetted because I do a lot of home cooking. So they keep bashing through my gate. Now, don't sit. They think they're clever and they can smell them. What did I just say? It's like children. Oh God. Anyway, there's only about 2 minutes left of them. I've turned the temperature up. As I said, I'm testing this to see how it works because at the moment my element's gone in my oven. As my oven is about a foot off the ground and built in, it's really awkward getting it out. I've already done it once before. So that will be a job for me later on. There's about a minute left on these biscuits. I'm hoping this time they're going to be a little bit firmer, and I think I will cook the next lot on 180 for the full 15 minutes and see how it goes. I will swap the racks around about halfway through, again to give them an even bake. But I just want to see if you can actually, I did try a cake a few weeks ago. It was alright, but I'll have to have another go with it. So, there we go. Nicely done. Right, let's turn this off. Right. Oh, there we go. Bit of, oh, they look a bit better actually. Really? Yeah, that's better. See? Let me just pop this down on the rack and I'll show you one. Yeah. I think, see, when they cool, the colour looks a little bit better. I gotta say, I don't want them too brown. As I can feel them cooling, I can already feel them stiffening up. So I'm actually going to let these cool down. I really do think I'm going to cook the next batch for 15 minutes on the 180, and as I said, swap them around. But yeah, I can feel that stiffening up already, so I think that's about right. Don't quote me on this. As I said, I'm just playing around and seeing what well, obviously what things are cooking at temperature wise. But yeah, here's my tester biscuit. Actually, they look a bit better colour. See, these are a bit of a better colour, and they were on the top shelf, and that is the issue with it. These are definitely, ow, that's a bit hot. Hang on. Yeah, see, there's the crunch already. Well, you know, you go hard. It's really nice, actually. That is not bad if you just want something sweet just for after dinner. So, as I said, I'm going to put the next lot in. I actually managed to get the same amount out of the mixture that I made, which I can't believe, so I'm quite impressed with that. I'm going to get the other tray. Yeah, these are starting to cool nicely. Here we go. We got cool. Oh, how's it going? Can we hear that? Oh, no. Yeah. That's better. I think the top rack, having them on there cooks a lot better and a lot evenly. I'm going to keep playing around with these and see how we get on. Actually, they're not that bad. And now they're cooling down. I am starting to get the crunch out of them. So, have play yourself. Play with your own flavours. But obviously, do remember, everything you add into the mixture, measure it out with the entire mixture you have, because you don't want to overload it. So, I'm going to get round and I'm going to plate these up. I got a coffee on the brew. It's a really cheap recipe. Brilliant for when you just want something quick, sweet, and the air fryer does seem to bake really well. It does take a bit of tweaking and working out your own times. Also, it depends on what air fryer you are using. So, as I said, I'm going to enjoy these. I really appreciate you guys for joining me tonight. I really didn't know if anybody would be out there, and honestly, anybody who just joins in, says hello, I'm grateful for. Please subscribe to my channel. It is free if you like what you see. I've got plenty on my channel of loads of different things you may or may not like, or you may find handy. But I really do appreciate it, guys. I shall see you again. Maybe tomorrow, because I was actually looking at doing a tagine. But that was for, actually, no, that was for Sunday. No, I've got some cabbage to cook tomorrow. I've got a new way of doing some really crispy cabbage. I saw it on YouTube and I've put my own little spin on it, and I'm hoping it's going to taste really, really good. So I shall be back tomorrow evening before, well, it'll be after 6 o'clock, but before 8, with some cabbage recipes. Brilliant vegan recipe if you're interested, and a brilliant way to have a twist on cabbage. So have a lovely evening, guys, and I hopefully will see you again. Take care, everyone. Bye.